Good morning, depending where you at. Good afternoon. We are back again. Look, welcome back to my show. Look, I have some question. Do y'all think that the new president of Liberia, the new elected president of Liberia, Joseph Boakai, should bring former president Weah to justice? Do y'all think that Weah should be held accountable for all the stealing, for all the corruption, for all the continual full of money missing, for all the billions and billions of dollar um, deal that are being invested in Liberia mineral resources? Okay, do y'all think that President Boakai should bring former President Weah to justice and hold him accountable for all the things, for all the corruption he did? So please comment here and let me know what y'all think. Because honestly speaking, I think yes. Oh yes. President Weah should be brought to justice. And he should be held accountable for all the stealing and all the corruption he did in Liberia. He should be held accountable for everything. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. That's what I think. I believe so, and I support that. And if you agree with me, and if you support me, please, you're right. You're not wrong. Yes. Corruption is bad. Because you're not only doing it to yourself, you're doing it to the entire country. You're doing it to the whole, like, look, everybody, not only you. It hurt. Corruption is bad. If you see Africa is behind, like, when it comes to development and healthcare, employment, all the good thing. If you see Africa is still behind, which means it's because of something. Something is wrong somewhere. Okay? Something is wrong. And we all know what that thing is. We all know. Which is corruption. Corruption is the reason why Africa is still behind. Otherwise, trust me, Africa is look. Africa is the most richest continent in the world when it comes to natural resources in gold, diamond. Look, it's a lot. The continent is full of mineral resources. The continent is rich. But we are letting greedy liars, politicians coming in and take whatever they want and get away with it. That I disagree. And we need to change that. We need to change that. Otherwise, this is not only going to affect them, it's going to affect all of us, everybody. Look, I'm African. I love Africa. And there's nothing in this world that can make me hate Africa. I always love Africa, and that's my home. And if there's anything I can do to help Africa succeed, I will do it. If there's anything I can do to make Africa develop, to develop Africa, to end all this corruption, to end all this atrocity and killing, and look, if there's anything I can do, I can do it to help Africa. But let me tell you something. I'm not going to sacrifice myself for Africa because of the way the people are. Let me repeat. Sacrificing yourself for Africa is worthless. You don't need to sacrifice yourself for Africa, because if you do, you are going to be the loser. You can only do the best you can. That's it. You don't have to worry about taking care of everybody's situation, everybody's problems, and the entire problems of the entire continent. Look, you're not going to be able to do it. You're not going to be able to solve everybody's problems. Yes, you're not. You can only do the best you can. Yes. Only do the best you can. That way, you don't have to lose yourself in the process in the name of helping your people, in the name of helping your continent or your country. You don't need to kill yourself. You don't need to lose yourself. You don't need to look. Your family needs you. They need you, okay? You don't need to kill yourself for Africa. If you do, you are going to be the loser. You can only do the best you can. And if your best is not enough, hey, don't worry about it. Keep doing that little best. Don't worry about it, okay? But if you know that you can do it, hey, come on, do it. Please do it. We need your help. But don't lose yourself in the process of helping us. Okay? That is the little advice I can give to anybody. When we think about how much money, all the corruption, this former president, former soccer star, football star, former Liberian president, one-term president. Look, George Weah, one-term president. That's a shame. I'd rather not be president than being one-term president. Yes, because you know why? It is like, it is a slap in the face. It is a shame. It is humiliation. It is like, oh, look, it is not good. It is not a good ending. You have to do all the time. That is the proving. That proves that you are a good president, a good person. If you don't do 2 terms, you are out of there. So any president who only do 1 term is not a good president. Period. If you're a good president, you have to do 2 terms. Yes. That is. So if you are only gonna do 1 term because of your failure, you're not a good president. Go and ask Donald Trump. Yes, he's gonna tell you. He will tell you. Because it was like crazy when this guy came here and tried to run, and everybody thought it was a good thing to do because he's young. Look, Let me tell y'all this. Just because of somebody is young doesn't mean that the person is good person to follow or to trust. Y'all need to understand that. Just because somebody is young, we always talk about having young people in the government, young leaders. That's what we always talk about, right? But hey, I don't think that's always the case. Sometimes age is just a number. Age is just a number. Doesn't matter. Age doesn't matter. As long as you can do the job, honestly, age is just a number. That's what we are looking for. Now let us stop talk about oh, we need young people to be our leaders. We need young leaders. No, we don't, because those young people love partying too much, and the old people we are rejecting. It's like we are just rejecting them for no reason, because they are old and they have done their party. They don't care about the worldly life and the material things, and they don't care about dressing up and impress anybody because they're old. They're old school. So if they are over there in power, they're not gonna. I don't think they're gonna worry about so much, except the people that are around them can make things difficult for them. If the people around them are honest like him, like, look, if they all speaking the same language, you know, the people around them can help, but the people around them can also be the reason why they can fail. Yes. So Joseph Barker have a long challenge, a long journey ahead of him, because it's going to be very tough. The Liberian people are very corrupt. Those people in the cabinet, those people in the government, they are corrupt. Yes, if you see them looking at Joshua and letting him get away with all the things that he did, it's because they're all in it together. They're all in this together. They're all corrupt. That is why it is going to be very difficult for Joseph Barker to run this country, because the people around him will not make it easy for him. He's old, and they will take advantage of his age. They're gonna take advantage of his throat. They say he's slow, so they're gonna start to make decision for him. And people sometimes wanna make decision for their own personal benefit. That's it. People wanna make decision for their own personal benefit. They don't care about other people at all. They don't care if, as long they getting paid, they getting what they want. They only care about themselves. And Joseph Barker is gonna go through the same thing Jowia did. Jowia was manipulated by the people around him. He was misled. That's it. If you don't have good advisor around you, look, it's hard. It's going to be hard. If you have people around you that are fake, you can't trust them. They're always ready to stab you in the back. They're always ready to betray you. You have to be very careful with those people. And that is what the world is full of. We have those kind of people all over. You just can't do it without dealing with those people. They're always hanging out with you. They always act like they are your relative or family members. They always act like they are with you. They always act like they are your buddy or your homie or your bestie, whatever you want to call it. They always act like they are with you, but they're really not. Look, the day you fall up, the day things fall apart, you're gonna start seeing them disappearing. You're not gonna hear from them again. That is the most crazy part of it. Now, Joshua put himself in this trouble, in this mess. He wasn't smart. The people around him manipulated him, and the people around him control him, and lead him. Look, they led him to failure. Joshua, look, I don't have anything against this guy. Like I said, the guy did well in football career. He did well when he was playing. I admire him, and I was his one of his best fan. Look, I love this guy, and this guy was like, oh my God, look, this guy is good. Africa must be proud of this guy because of his achievement. You know, things like that. Because if you see someone from Africa who did what he did in football, it's phenomenal. It was huge. Someone like that deserve an appreciation. But we can trust that person to say, hey, this person can be trustworthy because he or she is have done this and this and that and this and that. Yes, we can say that and give him a chance, and because he haven't done anything that we can say, oh, this is what he have done in it. We didn't see none of that. So this guy was good, and we distrusted him and elected him, and he became president, not knowing that the people that he gonna have around him will mislead him. That's it. And Joseph Boakai is going to go through the same thing again. He's gonna go through the same thing. If he don't be careful with the people around him, it's going to be tough on him because number one, he's old. Number two, there will be a lot of things that he won't be able to control. Yes, a lot of things that he won't be able to see, a lot of things he won't be able to hear, a lot of things he won't be able to know. So they will try to do everything they can to get what they want. You see, this is crazy. In 2018, when Weah was president, man, it was breezing even by Liberian standards. Shipping container carrying the equivalent of 104 million. Look, ordered by the central bank from printer in Sweden and China, arrived at Liberia port and then vanished. Yes, that's what happened. As soon as we came into power, as soon as he came into power, then one thing, he started stealing money. Container full of money. He stole it. Vanished. The news broke in local paper like Front Page Africa on Monday, and since then members of President George Weah government have been trying to cast blame on the previous administration of Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, the former president who handed the reign to Weah in January, gave a fiery rebuke to the allegation. Yeah, she didn't do it. She said, I didn't do nothing. She was not the president. She was not in the office. And they lie on her. How can a container full of money vanish under your watch? Look, you are the president. You are the president right now. And the container full of money was, look, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, before you print money, you have to go through process. The central bank in Sweden have, look, New York, they have Federal Reserve. They have to approve your application. When they approve the application, that is when everything will start happening. Look, it took long time. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf started the process to print that money, and unfortunately, her time ran out before the process finished, and Weah took over. So as soon as Weah took over, the process was speed up, and it was finished. The money arrived and vanished when Weah was president. So how can you blame the former administration for money disappearance if You are the current president, and the money came under your watch when you was there. So how can you blame the former president? She was not the president when the money arrived and disappeared. So we are trying to cast blame on Ellen Johnson Sirleaf administration for that, for all this corruption, which is lie. You see, once a thief is always a thief, and they'll always try to blame other people. That's it. Point finger at other people. Look, that was crazy, and I think they should bring this guy to justice and ask him question. We need to know what happened to all that money. We need to know. We need to know what happened to all that money. President Weah, look, we need to know what happened to all the money you have stolen from the Liberian people. We need to know. The government had launched, and they launched an investigation. What kind of investigation? Look, you have to bring this money, and we have to hold you accountable for everything, for all the corruption. Yes, yes. Up to now, Liberians are really from this latest from this scandals. That only one. They are still struggling. They are still suffering. The Liberian dollar has fallen 20% against the US dollar because of that. When since we are took over, since we are took office, the Liberian dollar has fallen 20% against the US dollar since we are took office, and inflation is already spiking, making life difficult for ordinary Liberians. Look, we was out of there. If you don't believe me, go and ask the ordinary Liberian citizen. They will tell you. They will tell you how difficult life is. There's no food, there's no money, there's no employment, there's nothing whatsoever. They don't have nothing. Look, the people are broke, people are hungry, there's no good health care, nothing works. You need to go over there and see, like, on the street in the morning, see people walking up and down looking for what to do, looking for food. Mostly they're not even looking for a job, they are looking for food, looking for what to eat. That's what they are looking for. See millions of people on the street every morning, day and night, walking up and down looking for food. Go to Monrovia, go to any part of Liberia today, the inflation is crazy. Yes. For example, when it was revealed that Finance Minister Samuel Tewa paid 16,000 to upgrade his business class seat to first for a flight to look, this guy took, he pays $16,000 just to travel. What is wrong with this guy? What happened? Are you people crazy? How can you spend the money like that? You stolen from the people that don't even belong to you. You want to spend that money like that? Y'all need to bring this guy to justice. Samuel Tiwia must come to justice along with Josue and his vice president. All the people around him, okay, must come to justice. Yes, yes, they must come to justice. We need to know, even that guy Kalasco, all of them must come to justice. We need to know what happened to the Liberian people money, because this guy cannot spend more than $16,000 just to upgrade his business seat to first class. Look, because you've stolen people money and you want to do, that's what they did. Then Tyria reviewed a 2.5 billion deal with China. Yes, they even had a 2.5 billion deal with China. 2.5, I'm not talking about your Liberian note, I'm talking about US dollar. Yes, after the container full of money was missing, they also went ahead and had $2.5 billion deal with China. for access to some of Liberian resources, leading opponents to question whether the government had the technical knowledge to value the resources in question. No, they didn't. They sold the Liberian resources to China after the continual flow of money got missing. 2.5 billion US dollar deal with China. Yes, China had a deal with Tiwia and Jowia. 2.5 billion deal with China. What happened to that money? We need to know. In July, representatives from the World Bank, EU, US, and the European country took the unprecedented step of sending joint letter urging WIA not to complete deal with Turkish power company, okay, Power, that they said will risk crippling the power grid that the stakeholder had invested hundreds of millions in rebuilding. In June, the legislature approved two loan deals totaling 957 million. Yes, one from a Burkina Faso based EBOMAF SA company, a second from a private Singapore based from Eton Finance, more than doubling the country debt. World Bank and IMF officials have warned the government they are risking relationship with international financial institutions. It has been a rough start for President Weah. Look, President Weah started messing around. He started messing up everything, taking loans from Burkina. Look, this guy deserves to go. Yes, he deserves to go. Yes, he make this thing hard for himself by surrounding himself with the wrong people. That's what he did. We are surrounding himself with the wrong people, and guess what? He's out. He's out. So congratulations to Joseph Boakai for winning. And y'all please share this video. And if y'all think that Joseph Boakai should take action and bring Joshua to justice and hold him accountable for all the missing money, please let us speak up. Y'all comment below, because I do. I think so. Because this guy need to be brought justice. Yes, he was out of there. Yes, he stole a lot of money, and the country is still in debt. Now, Joseph Boakai is gonna have to deal with all the mess that he created for the Liberian people. Joseph Boakai is going to deal with the inflation. He's gonna have to deal with, look, crimes rate. He's gonna have to deal with everything, all the bad thing that is going on right now. Joseph Boakai gonna have to deal with it, and how this old man gonna deal with this is going to be very difficult for him. Believe me, it's going to be very difficult for him, because he's old, and the people that are surrounding him are greedy. It's gonna be the same people that was surrounded by Jowia, except for a couple people, his vice president, and a couple other people that he gonna nominate for a couple several positions. But other than that, look, those people in those mini sector and those people in the hospital, those people in the police field, in the military, look, they are still gonna be there, right? They are still stealing. They are still corrupt. And Joseph Boakai gonna have to deal with them. Yes. Joseph Boakai gonna have to deal with those people. That's why I'm saying it's going to be rough, it's going to be tough on him, because they're gonna take advantage of him. They're gonna try to say he's old, he doesn't know what is going on, he doesn't know, so we're gonna do whatever we want, and we can get away with it. He's not gonna know. And this man gonna fail. they're gonna set him up for failure. That is what they're gonna do. Yes. That's why even releasing the result of its own investigation into the case, the government, look, they even confirmed that the 15.5 billion have been, they stolen. Money was stolen every day. Yes, we was stolen money, a lot of money, and it was crazy how you people let him get away with it. Yes, y'all shouldn't let this guy get away with it. This guy shouldn't get away with it at all. Yes, he shouldn't get away with it. We all should come to justice. Yes, because it was a lot of challenge on him. The lawmaker challenge to the president was predicted on his previous assertion that President Weah has in his home a container full of money as part of the reported missing billion of look, he has that money. So where's that money go? We need to know. This allegation prompted a member of the House, Samuel Koga of District Number 5, Nimba County, to write the leadership asking for the investigation, but nothing happened. Okay? Representative Koluba, they went against him. Honorable colleagues and members of the House, look, they tried to attack the president and say, hey, what's happening? Let's all to no avail. Nothing happened. Yes. But it disappointed Koluba in response to his colleague's decision to report it. If President Weah feels his character is being injured, let him sue me, and I maintain that he had the money container at his house. I challenge him to produce his bank statement from January up to today. If he does, that I will resign as representative. Yes, the guy even said that, but Weah didn't do it. He didn't do it. He didn't release his bank statement. He didn't, and people didn't even go to his house and visit his house and check, just like they did to former President Donald Trump. They went to Margo and searched his house for classified document. They should have, I think, they should do the same thing to Weah. They need to go to his house and look for all the classified document, all the stolen money, and everything. Yes, they need to. They have to. Koluba said that he challenged him to show his bank statement and building on the building. He is building a 9th Street Rehab Jamaica Resort. Look, and he didn't. So y'all make sure y'all share this video and let me know if y'all think that this new incoming president should bring Joe Weah to justice and hold him accountable for all the missing money and hold him accountable for all the atrocity and all the corruption. Y'all let me know, okay? Because I want to see that happen. I want to see this guy home invaded and take everything. Let him go there and check his house and take all the things that he has stolen from the country and hold him accountable for everything. All the corruption, all the crimes, all the killing, everything. George Weah must come to justice. So y'all please share this video. Thank you so much and see you next video.